A lesson in honesty. Sophie was a high school student who struggled with math. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't seem to understand the concepts. One day, her teacher announced a surprise quiz, and Sophie panicked. She knew she would fail the quiz and her grades would suffer. Sophie decided to cheat on the quiz. She wrote down the answers on a small piece of paper and slipped it into her pencil case. As soon as the quiz started, Sophie quickly looked at her cheat sheet and copied the answers onto her paper. When the teacher collected the quizzes, Sophie felt a sense of relief. She had passed the quiz, and her grades would remain intact. However, her conscience weighed heavily on her. She knew that cheating was wrong and that she had betrayed the trust of her teacher. The next day, the teacher announced that she had caught someone cheating on the quiz. Sophie's heart skipped a beat. She knew that she was the one who had cheated. However, the teacher did not reveal the identity of the cheater. Sophie struggled with her guilt for days. She couldn't focus on her schoolwork, and her grades began to slip. One day, she decided to come clean to her teacher. She walked up to her teacher after class and confessed that she had cheated on the quiz. The teacher was disappointed, but also impressed with Sophie's honesty. She explained to Sophie that cheating only hurts herself in the long run, and that true success comes from hard work and honesty. Sophie was relieved to have come clean and to have learned an important lesson about integrity. From that day forward, Sophie studied harder than ever before. She sought extra help from her teacher and focused on her studies. Her grades improved, and she felt proud of herself for earning her success honestly. Sophie learned that honesty is the best policy, and that cheating only leads to regret and disappointment. The art of patience. Sophie had always loved painting. She would spend hours in her room, creating beautiful masterpieces that she proudly displayed on her walls. She dreamed of one day becoming a famous artist and traveling the world. However, Sophie's dream seemed to be slipping away. After finishing high school, Sophie applied to several art schools but was rejected by all of them. She was devastated and felt like she had hit a dead end. Sophie's parents encouraged her to keep practicing and to not give up on her dream. Sophie felt like giving up, but she remembered how much she loved painting and how much joy it brought her. So, she kept painting and trying to improve her skills. One day, Sophie stumbled upon a local art gallery that was looking for new artists to showcase their work. Sophie decided to take a chance and submitted some of her paintings. A few weeks later, she received an email from the gallery, inviting her to exhibit her artwork. Sophie was ecstatic. She couldn't believe that someone appreciated her work enough to showcase it in a gallery. Sophie spent months preparing for the exhibition, making sure that every painting was perfect. Finally, the day of the exhibition arrived. Sophie was nervous but excited. She walked around the gallery, looking at all the beautiful artwork on display. As she walked, she overheard two women talking about her paintings. "This artist has so much talent," one woman said. "I know," the other woman replied. "It's amazing how she captures so much emotion in her paintings." Sophie couldn't believe it. She had never heard anyone talk about her work like that before. She felt proud and accomplished. Sophie's exhibition was a success, and several of her paintings were sold. She couldn't believe how far she had come and how much she had accomplished by simply practicing and not giving up on her dream. Sophie realized that the key to achieving her dream was not just talent, but also patience and persistence. She learned that success doesn't happen overnight and that sometimes it takes time and hard work to achieve one's goals. Sophie decided to keep practicing and honing her skills, knowing that one day, her dream of becoming a famous artist would come true. The unexpected connection. Samantha had always been nervous about speaking in front of a large group of people. But as an English student, she knew that it was essential to practice her speaking skills. She decided to join a local public speaking club to help her overcome her fear. At the first meeting, Samantha was surprised to see that there were only a few people in the group. She felt more comfortable speaking in front of a small group, but she still struggled to find the courage to speak up. After a few weeks of attending the meetings, Samantha noticed a new member had joined the club. His name was Ali, and he was a refugee from Syria. Samantha was intrigued by Ali's story and his bravery for leaving his home country to seek safety in a foreign land. During one of the club meetings, Ali was asked to give a speech about his experience as a refugee. Samantha was amazed by his courage and his ability to tell his story in English, which was not his first language. She was moved by his words and felt a connection to him, despite their different backgrounds. After the meeting, Samantha approached Ali and introduced herself. They chatted for a while, and she learned more about his experiences and struggles. Samantha was inspired by Ali's resilience and determination to overcome the challenges he faced. Over the next few weeks, Samantha and Ali became friends. They practiced speaking English together and shared stories about their cultures. Samantha realized that her fear of speaking in public was nothing compared to the challenges that Ali had overcome. Through their friendship, Samantha gained the confidence to speak up in the public speaking club. She found that sharing her own stories and experiences with the group was easier with Ali's support. Samantha and Ali's unexpected connection taught them both the power of overcoming obstacles and finding common ground. They learned that despite their differences, they shared a love for learning and a desire to improve their English skills. As Samantha looked back on her journey, she knew that joining the public speaking club was one of the best decisions she had ever made. It had not only helped her to improve her English skills but also allowed her to connect with people from different backgrounds and cultures.